So yeah, ended up getting all of them. Stay tuned. What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today I'm going to be doing the unboxing and first impressions of the new Samsung Galaxy S10e. But if there are any new people on this channel, I will be unboxing the S10 and the S10 Plus, and I will be doing full coverage as well as extended coverage on all of these devices. So if you guys are Samsung lovers, or maybe you're even buying one of these phones, definitely go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So yeah, back to the phones. Let's take out these. We will unbox these in later videos, but we have the Samsung Galaxy S10e right here. So the version I got is the 128GB version, and this is going to be the Prism Black. Now, depending on your region, they are going to have different colors. I believe overseas, outside of the States, they are going to have a canary yellow and another flamingo pink one, and those are actually pretty cool colors. But over here, I believe we only have white, Prism Black, Prism Blue, and maybe some other colors. You guys can go ahead and correct me in the comments down below. But yeah, let's go and unbox this. Let's go ahead and cut this up. Always cut away from you because you don't want to cut yourself. And a really quick question before I show you guys this device: if I were to give a phone away, a Galaxy S10e in particular, what color would you choose? Definitely put in the comments down below. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take this top off now. And it looks like the Samsung instructions are actually stuck in the box, which is weird. Give it a little tap and it should be on its way out. So as you guys see right here on the back of this, we have our SIM ejector tool, and inside of here it looks like we actually have our quick start guide in multiple languages. So if you guys need something to read before bed, definitely will put you to sleep. Also, we have the phone right here with everything flopping out as well, and so far the color actually looks really good, but we're going to save that for last. Next, we have the adaptive fast charger. We have the Samsung USB 2 Type-C connector, so if you guys are trying to transfer files from your old Samsung device to your Galaxy S10e, you guys can go ahead and use this. Next, right here, we have our USB Type-C cable, so always good to have that. And last but not least, AKG headphones, and we get in the black color. Now, I saw the Verizon version, and they actually had a white color, but we get a black color with the unlocked version. Looks pretty good, and also I use these on my Galaxy S9 Plus and Note 9, and I have to say AKG is a really good company. Great sounding earbuds. You guys will definitely have no problems with these earbuds. Now, first and foremost, I have to say this color was the most enticing. Prism Black definitely looked the best. We're going to go ahead and take that off though, but yeah, I'm definitely glad I chose this color. It looks really nice. Now I'm just going to go over a few key features, but first and foremost, we have these really clean looking back. This black look is really nice. It also looks kind of like a mirror, as you can see. Hi, I'm kind of like in a reflection, so it's actually a really nice colorway. I thought it wasn't going to be too good, but it actually looks pretty darn great. Now, starting off with a few features is our dual camera on the back. Now, as far as the dual camera, this is probably one of the biggest features that is different from the S10 and the S10 Plus. Now with the S10e, we are going to get a 12 megapixel variable aperture and 16 megapixel ultra wide. So we are going to have that ultra wide option on here, which is absolutely amazing for getting those wide angle shots, especially if you're taking a photo of a large group. But we also have our flash to the right of that. But so far, color looks really nice, as you guys can see. And it also has a weird way of hiding fingerprints. So if you guys can barely see that on there, yeah, kind of weird, but I'm hoping that you guys are going to be using a case if you get this phone, because this is going to be a very delicate phone. Now, the right side of the device is actually going to hold our fingerprint sensor, which is actually kind of unorthodox. Seeing that a lot of the other fingerprint sensors that we've seen on phones from the past actually don't work too well, but there is good news with the Galaxy S10e. This one actually works very well, and the thing is, it's actually going to be faster than the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor we see on the S10 and S10 Plus, so you guys are going to be getting a few pros on your Galaxy S10e. So bottom of the device, we're going to see our microphone right here. We're also going to see our speaker grill. We're going to see the USB Type-C port, and we're going to see our 3.5mm head jack. Always nice to see that, especially in 2019. Left side of the device, we have our volume rocker, and we also have our Bixby button. I know a lot of people hate the Bixby button, but the thing is, you guys can remap this to use it on your favorite applications. So if you guys are using your phone and click this button, it's actually going to take you to the camera app. It's going to take you to whatever thing you use on here, maybe even Fortnite, just one of your favorite applications, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So this is going to be the first boot up of our phone right here. Now, first and foremost, if you guys don't know too much about the display, this is going to be a full HD plus display. So as we see on the S10 and the S10 Plus, those are going to be 3K displays, but this is going to be a 1080p display. So the great thing about this is we are getting dynamic AMOLED, so we get an Infinity O display on this device, as well as it being flat. Now this can be a pro or a con depending on what you like, but I really do like flat screens more than the curved displays. The curved displays do actually look really nice, but if you guys like flat displays, then this is definitely going to be a plus for you. Now, taking a look at the front of the screen actually looks really good. Now, up top, obviously the elephant in the room is going to be the hole punch. So this is going to be the hole punch camera. So this is basically Samsung's response, or better yet, Samsung's solution to the notch. As you guys see right here, this isn't touching any of the screen, and you get much more screen real estate on your brand new Galaxy S10e, and I actually think it looks pretty cool and futuristic, and I'm pretty sure it's not even going to get in the way. I played with this phone in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress, and honestly didn't even notice the hole punch after a while. The other thing that we see at the top of the device, which I think Samsung did a very good job, is we get our headset that doubles as another speaker. So we do have a speaker at the bottom of our phone, but the thing is, they are both going to be utilized when watching videos and media, so it's going to be a great listening experience. So obviously, we're going to go ahead and set this up right now, but before I do, I want to go ahead and set off the basics. IP68 rating, water and dust resistant. We have fast wireless charging, 2.0, reverse charging, wireless power share. We also have our Snapdragon 855 or Exynos processor, depending what region you're in. We also have up to 8 GB of RAM, depending on what version you got. I got the 6 GB of RAM version. The other thing is you guys can actually expand this to 256 GB via SD card. But let's go ahead and set up this device and see what it brings. Alright guys, so first impressions as far as the screen actually looks better than the iPhone XR. This screen looks really good. This is a really good screen, and this background doesn't do it any justice. Let me show you another background real quick. This background, or one of these backgrounds, are very clear on this device. AMOLED display is definitely in full effect on this, and it looks really nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and check out the fingerprint sensor really quick, and we're gonna go ahead and press that. You can use it when the screen is off or the screen is on, but let's go ahead and use that right now. So 3, 2, 1, go. So just unlocks like that. Very quick fingerprint sensor. It's going to be faster than the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor or the in-screen fingerprint sensor that we're going to see on the S10 and S10 Plus. So that's always a great addition to this phone. But so far, I haven't even noticed the hole punch. The hole punch is kind of tucked away, especially since I've seen that the wallpapers on here are kind of like slowly getting darker and darker as it goes up to the top of the phone. And I really like how they did that with wallpapers. I think Samsung is really smart on how they did that. Also, there are going to be some other wallpapers that I will show you very soon, but you can put wallpapers on here that actually utilize the notch that I've seen on social media, which actually looks really cool. I actually saw someone showing like Wall-E or the Despicable Me Minions eyes as one of these things, which is actually really cool and actually really creative. I'll definitely make a separate video on that, but I thought that was really cute. Next thing, I guess we'll test out the speakers, see how the screen looks on YouTube application, and then we'll call it a day. Obviously, this is going to be running the latest software. This is going to be running Android 1, so it's going to be looking really nice. So far, it's actually super fast as well. This is insanely fast. You guys are definitely not going to need more than 6 GB of RAM. This is super fast. Faster than the iPhone XR, honestly, in my opinion so far. The iPhone XR was having some issues when I had it, but this is bar none the fastest phone I've seen at this type of price range. Looks really good, Samsung. Typing on this actually feels super nice as well. But let's go ahead and open up a video super quick.
Be pissed off about this for whatever reason, but yes, I have a $200 phone versus an $1,100
nice
phone.
So this looks really good. I really enjoy this display. The speakers sound really good as well. So we have the stereo speakers set up, we have the headset utilized as a speaker, and the bottom facing speaker as well. Looks and sounds very good. This display is just amazing actually so far, just amazing. Also, something else to tell you guys, my hands are extremely huge, so if you guys are at the end of this video, put huge hands in the comments down below to confuse a ton of other people. But guys, I have extremely huge hands. I'm a huge person. I'm about 6'4", so just know that my hands are extremely huge. The phone is not small, my hands are just really big, okay? Also, last thing I wanted to take a look at was the camera really quick, because I saw an awesome feature that actually looked like it took something from Apple, but it's always welcome here if it's nice. I definitely don't think it's a gimmick. I think it looks really awesome. So we're going to go ahead and try this out. It's going to be using the camera, and I'll show you what the pictures look like right now. All right, guys, so I just took a picture right here, and if you guys actually want to change the effect, which I think is really cool, you guys can actually do that. So if you want to use the spin effect, you can. You can use the blur effect, you can use the zoom effect, which I like the most, and you can use the color point effect as well, which actually looks really good, and you guys can go ahead and put it on which setting you want. But I think this feature is really cool, and I can definitely see myself using this in the future. So definitely cool feature. So the next feature I wanted to take a look at on the rear facing camera is a super wide mode, which I think is one of my favorite features on this, especially if you're taking photos of friends and family and bigger groups. All you have to do is 3, 2, 1, boom. And there you go. That's probably one of my favorite features, probably one of the best utilizations of a secondary camera that I've seen in a while. Really like that. Now the other features we have on here are food, panorama, we also have pro, live focus, photo, video, super slow-mo, we have slow motion, and we have hyperlapse on here as well. Also, to change the aspect ratio, all you have to do is press right there. 9:16. We also have 1:1, and we have full. So if you guys want to use a full aspect ratio, you guys can go ahead and do so. But yeah, really nice stuff so far. So yeah, I really like the Galaxy S10e so far. I think it's a really nice phone, and I might actually not use the S10 Plus, because this definitely holds everything that I need in a phone, especially since it's really speedy with the 855 Snapdragon chip. We're going to be seeing that chip in every other phone, and there is going to be a $300 difference, so I might just use the Galaxy S10e. Not sure yet. But yeah, definitely give me your opinions in the comments down below. If you guys do want to actually go ahead and pick up this phone, I do have an affiliate link. I'll leave it in the description and the comments down below for every single phone that was mentioned in this video. So definitely go ahead and use that link if you would like to help out the channel. But yeah, guys, I think the Galaxy S10e is really nice so far, especially at the $749 price tag. This is probably all the phone that you're going to need. Obviously, we're going to do the unboxing and the review of the S10 and the S10 Plus. But so far, I'm getting amazing vibes from this device. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribing if you guys are not part of the Tech Gang already. Also, hit that notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.